you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people. Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good. They're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Okay, this way.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is the good citizens of Rhodes. We welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying. And
Arthur,
that's
Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
shipment of rubbers, if you're interested. Reusable, too.
Heard that. Yeah.
Hi, folks.
We've had enough of you causing trouble.
Hey, mister.
Nice to see some friendly faces around here.
All right, gentlemen,
Howdy.
follow me.
Hello there.
Yep.
Whoa! Hello? You look
So
hungry.
how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel, too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought. This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Whoa.
Whoa! Yep. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good. Go. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Wait.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh, I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
Well, what about stupid luck? Good fish.
That'll do, too. Head towards the middle of the lake. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
It's like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. something's nibbling. There we go. Ah, I should have had that one.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him? Arthur, you have to catch one at least. You got something biting, Arthur.
That feels like a bite. Ha! Got ya! Shit, got away. You got a bite.
You got a bite there, Arthur. Come on, Arthur. You can't go back empty-handed.
I got a bite. Got one. Got a nibble there, Arthur. Fish on the line, Arthur.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Are you bored already, Arthur?
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing. When we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
You hooked him." "What?"
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I like there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. How the desert makes you feel through to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over town. Trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back to Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. only found out from an uncle of mine. Years later. Last I knew... was still outside Philadelphia. I left home... 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her. In my own way. And she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. Arthur's got a bite.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Ready?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Here. We'll be happy. Should we head back? What the hell, Arthur?
Just get back in the boat, Arthur.
A pleasant dip? Now, come on. Your arm's tired already? That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Tater got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners newly come from the sea. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We our state's disdain. But we care for the merchantmen that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we did too much wrong.
It be not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. Oh, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Hey, Dutch. Greetings, my boy. You good? Just can't seem to get a moment's peace. Well, I'll leave you to it. Okay, Arthur.
Arthur.
You think you can make this place work?
Of course. Don't I always?
Sure. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sounds good, Mr. Morgan.
I should have broken your neck long ago.
Well, ain't that charming?
You revolting old bastard.
Oh, do you think you're so perfect?
Don't give me a reason.
No use bothering with you when you're like this.
Ah, Herr Morgan.
Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
One time, just off the horn, a giant whale.
So I followed him out of the bar. It was a dark night. I followed him down this alleyway. As I pulled out me gun to threaten him with imminent death. He just stood there.
Good job finding this spot.
You found it too.
I wouldn't have if you hadn't talked me into it. Well, I should get back to it.
Thanks, Arthur.
The bastards have spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun.
Hey there.
I wish you'd stayed at sea.
Don't, Arthur. Come on.
With the other walruses,
What are you getting at me for?
rather than poisoning us.
Okay, you do what you want.
Don't you be riling me no more.
Mr. Morgan!
Let's just talk about this later.
Well, so sorry to have bothered you.
Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Sure.
So, what do you think of this place?
Not bad. Nice to be by the water.
Yeah, it'll do for now.
Make sure you stay close.
Hey, Mama.
Whatever you do, don't follow in your pa's footsteps.
I don't understand, Uncle Arthur.
Do something with your life, Jack.
Just leave it, Arthur.
Me alone.
You'll thank me one
no
day, kid.
fighting.
Don't be an
go
idiot,
away.
Arthur.
Hello, Uncle.
You're an upstanding man of the cloth, Reverend, except you're rarely standing.
Yes.
Hi, Sadie.
I figured I'd be next.
Instead of turning water into wine, you turn wine into vomit.
Is that meant to be funny?
At least you make the rest of us sinners feel good.
I am not even listening to you.
That's a hell of a shock of hair you got there, kid.
Just leave it out, will you?
I'm surprised you go out in daylight.
Ain't you got nothing better to
At
do?
least you're easy to spot in a crowd.
You do what you want.
You squirming little maggot.
So you keep saying.
We should have killed you a while back.
Come on, that's enough.
But fear not, we'll get you soon enough.
Get away from me.